Hello, good morning, and welcome to a new midweek vlog. Oh, I'm sitting down. It's Wednesday and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting the vlog in the morning. I'm committing to this vlog this week. Oh my gosh, the last week has been crazy and I didn't upload a vlog. I did film one. It might actually have gone up by now, but late. But this moment in time, I haven't uploaded a vlog. Yeah, last week was absolutely crazy. Went back on kind of normal working hours last week, and like, I don't know, me and Becky, we've got a lot of things changing in our life at the minute, so just kind of the vlog got kind of pushed aside because things in our life are so uncertain that we're still making decisions and stuff. Couldn't really document it could document it for like personal use, but not document it for like going out for the world to see. Does that make sense? Yeah. But anyway, you saw after we got back off holiday our TV broke. Kind of broke when we was away, and then we bought a new one. You've already seen that. So we've had to lay out for a new telly, and then we've decided that our sofas are so uncomfortable. I think we bought the two grey ones. These two grey ones. We bought the two grey ones for £200 off Facebook Marketplace. And visually to look at, they look very nice. Like, nothing wrong with them. They're quite clean. I mean, they didn't arrive super clean. They arrived with loads of felt tip marks on them, but we got them out. That's another story. You guys already know about that. But yeah, like, they look fine, and we bought them just based on pictures on Facebook. The woman was really nice that we bought them off. Everything was hunky-dory. However, they are so uncomfortable. These arms, move this. These little arms that obviously you would usually like lean on when you're on the sofa. Oh my god, they are like rock solid, like literally. They are like solid wood with no cushioning. It's like there's like a very light layer of some kind of cushioning in between the wooden arm and the fabric, and it's just so uncomfortable. They're also not very deep. It's a scatterback, what's the word? It's a scatterback sofa. So like the back's just hard, it doesn't have proper cushions, it's just normal cushions. And what doesn't help is that when the cushions do come out of place as well, it shows that little black bit, which you'd think would be all grey considering it's a scatterback thingy. Anyway, and then we've got this that we got for free off my work, which is like a cream sofa bed, which is much more comfy. However, it's just a bit dated and it doesn't really match the rest of the room. I've been trying to find like a grey cover to put over it because Becky's dad at his house bought a new sofa in grey and it's really nice, but he didn't want to get rid of his current sofa that which he already had, which was brown leather. So he brought a grey like cover and put it over his brown leather sofa, and can't even tell that there's a cover on it. So I was like, oh, we'll just do what your dad's done for the cream sofa. However, can I find one that will fit this specific sofa? No, I can't. Can find ones that will fit bigger sofas and vice versa. Can't find one to fit this though. No. So this is just looks out of place because it doesn't match the other two sofas basically. And just overall, they're just not very comfortable. And I think because we've got like 3 massive sofas, we've got 2 2-seaters and 1 3-seater, although the 3-seater ones are kind of a small 3-seater because that would not fit 3 people on it. It only just about fits 2 people on it comfortably. But anyway, so yesterday and the day before, we basically decided, you will have seen I mentioned, if I did upload last week's vlog, I mentioned towards the end of it that Becky and Joe at the weekend were like trying to move the room around and stuff, and that we basically decided that these 3 sofas don't fit correctly in this house because they're all like, the 3 of them together, it's too much chair, if that makes sense. They're all separate, so we decided that we need new sofas basically. Oh, 1 minute, Becky, yes please. We went off to DFS. Me and Becky went to DFS, not last night, on Monday night. Me and Becky went to DFS. Jo was working. I think she was working. She wasn't at home anyway. Yes, she was working and then she had to go to a dance lesson. So me and Becky went off to DFS and we found two sofas that we like. We found a grey corner sofa because we originally thought that we kind of need like a U-shaped or a corner sofa in here. So we found a grey corner sofa, which is what our plan was going in. But then we found an ex-display like bundle deal that they had going. They'd only just put it out on display on like the Friday night when they closed or something, the guy said. So it had been out for the week over the weekend, and then we were looking at it on the Monday night. No one had bought it yet. And it is a 2-seater sofa, a 3-seater sofa, and then like an armchair and a poof, which has storage. You can open it up and put some storage in it for 1,200 in light grey. It's so comfortable. The sofas are really deep, and even though they're ex-display, they're in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with them, as they always are, aren't they? Nothing wrong with an ex-display. It's no one's owned it. It's just sat in the shop. Yeah. So anyway, we went back yesterday after school drop-off. Becky did breakfast club, me and Jo did school drop-off. We all met up at DFS, and because Jo hadn't seen either of the corner sofa or the set yet. Anyway, we've ended up buying this ex-display set because there was a couple there on Monday night who looked like they were inquiring into potentially buying it, and I said to Becky, I think this is the one. If we come back in the morning with Jo, if it's still here and if Jo likes it, then I think that's the one. So yeah, we've bought it. We applied for finance yesterday morning, and yeah, we've bought it. So that will be being collected today from the DFS store to go back to some kind of like warehouse somewhere, because it's now sold. And then somebody, once it's back at the like main warehouse or something, someone will ring me either today or tomorrow to ask me when's best for them to deliver it. So our task this week is to try and sell, or not necessarily sell. If we can't sell, we're not bothered about making money. If we can make a bit of money, that's fine. But maybe try and get our money back on the grey sofas. If we can't, try and find someone to pass them on to. We don't want them to just end up, you know, in landfill somewhere. We'd quite like for them to be recycled. Surely there'll be someone out there who recycles, who's desperate and just needs something to start them off with. And they've been fine. These 3 sofas have been great for starting us off, because we couldn't have afforded, like when we first moved in, to get like a brand new sofa. But anyway, we're at the stage now. So yeah, basically that's the situation. And I never showed you my autumnal display, but before I do that, I'm just going to make Becky a coffee, and then I will show you what we've done with the other side of the room, because we moved it around. I mean, it's nothing major, but yeah. Right, it's like an hour later now. Becky's home. Say hello.
Hello.
I made her the coffee, we had breakfast, we sat out in the sun, we put a washing load on that's about to finish, and I'm still in my pyjamas, so I'm going to go get dressed. But as promised, I'll show you the autumnal display that I've done. So yes, it's nothing major, it's nothing that special. But yeah, over the weeks we purchased some like display pumpkins from HomeSense and TK Maxx, basically the same shop, isn't it? And bought some stuff for down on the fireplace. I feel like it's missing stuff, but still, it's just a little bit of a display. And then from the range, I bought this. So it isn't a garland. I've made it into a garland, but it's actually 6 individual pieces that from the range that I've then like sectioned together to make a garland. And then we have some fairy lights, which these fairy lights are always on our mantelpiece, which if I turn them on, you probably, it's not going to make much of a difference to you right now if I show you it later on when it's darker. But yeah, so oh, and Joe's just pulled up outside. So that's our autumnal display. And then the rest of the room, so we've moved the table to be like pushed against the wall. We put the sideboard unit in front of the windows, and yeah, we're not sure if it's staying like that, but basically Becky didn't want the table to stay in the middle because she felt we couldn't see the fireplace, which we all agreed we couldn't really see the nice display. So yeah, here's Joe. Is that your mummy?
Hello!
Hello! Right. Oh, it's much later on now. It's like mid-afternoon. And my hair's a mess because I've just got it in like a low ponytail because it's so hot outside. I don't know why we've got this like freak hot weather like yesterday and today, and then it's supposed to go back to like September temperatures. I've no idea. But anyway, yeah, it's now like just gone 2:30 and Joe's gone to work, Becky's gone to work, and I'm at home. The dog's downstairs. Yeah. So I'm just doing some work as per usual. I swear I'll just say the same thing on here like all the time. So like I do the social media for the cricket club. I am by no means know what I'm doing. I don't. Like I'm not trained in social media and marketing at all. Have absolutely no idea. But I just basically, I'm not in the role to get their posts seen. I'm just managing the Facebook and Instagram account in terms of I just actually put the posts on. I'm not supposed to be trying to get them. Obviously, ideally it'd be nice to get them somewhere, but I'm just in charge of like actually putting the posts on the social media. But at the minute there's a lot of stuff to make, but so I have to obviously make the adverts to go on social media as well, which I just use Canva. I don't do anything fancy, because you know I'm not a graphic designer either. But basically the cricket club is hosting a beer festival in 2 weeks time, and so they just basically want it to be hammered on social media constantly, and I need to keep making like all these different things because different things keep becoming like added to the event. So like I need to announce this, then I need to announce that, and then on top of that I need to do the usual stuff like, so like on a Wednesday we have a promotion on called Wine Wednesday, so we have to put a post on every Wednesday to advertise that it's that, and on a Friday it's Fizz Friday, so I advertise that it's Fizz Friday, you get 20% off a full size bottle of Prosecco, and then like other bits and bobs. So it's like, pardon me, that takes up quite a huge chunk of my time. I have got to the stage now where I've made all the stuff that needs to be advertised weekly, like the Wine Wednesday, like the Fizz Friday, like Sunday roast on a Sunday. I've made a few different variations of adverts for it, and then I have like scheduled them for the whole month. So at the start of September, it was like the last couple of days of August, I actually scheduled every Wine Wednesday, Fizz Friday and Sunday roast post for the whole of September, so I don't need to panic now. They just go on as they please every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, and then when it gets to the end of September I just need to reschedule them for October. But then it's things like extra that aren't going to be a regular occurrence, that they just take up a lot of time, and because they want so much doing at the minute social media wise for this beer festival, it's like a little part-time job that I don't get paid for. It's all voluntary working at the creek. Oh no, being on the bar's not voluntary, that's paid. But like if you have any other roles, so basically that's my role, to be on the management committee, because I'm in charge of the social media accounts. That was basically the only role that was available for me to come on the committee, because I have been saying for a couple of years that I wanted to join the committee, mainly so that I can voice my opinions about bar related stuff. Because there was no roles available on the committee to do with the bar, that's why I started to do the social media. It's a little backstory for you there. So yeah, it just takes up a lot of time. Yeah, there's just so much going on. Like the last week I've been having to do loads of social media stuff for the cricket club. I've been trying to get all my Halloween cups pre-batch made, because I don't know if I've explained to you, if I haven't explained to you, but when I eventually reopen Main Street Maker, I'm going to be
working it on. How I used to work was that I would make the order as the order came through. So I would have a handful of cups pre-made, potentially, but then as the order came through, I would make the order from scratch. And now I've decided that's too time consuming, and to batch make so many cups of each design, and then I'll upload, like for example, one of the Halloween designs, for example, I might pre-make 10 cups and I'll upload on Etsy that there's 10 available, and then once all of them are available, they will be classed as sold out until I have re-batched made more of that design, and then I'll put them back as available. And you won't be able to order it until I've remade some, basically. So then I can better manage my time, because then if one of the designs sells out and I think to myself, I actually haven't got any time this week to make some cups, it's not going to be till next week now, at least nobody can place an order for that design, and then they're going to be waiting longer than I would like them to for the cup, because I haven't got time that week to make the design, does that make sense? So I feel like this way, when orders do come through, the cups are already made, I'll only have to dedicate half an hour of my time per day to just package up the cups and drop them off at the post office, which that packaging up doesn't take that long. So yeah, that's how it's going to work. So I've been trying to like do all the social media for the club, make cups. I've had different stuff going on with work. Obviously I was doing crazy hours for work that I don't usually do. They're not necessarily crazy hours, but crazy hours in terms of what I usually do for my nanny job. Yeah, everything. I was so glad when this beer festival's finished. It's not this weekend coming up, it's the weekend after. When that's done, oh, I just can't wait. It's just so time consuming, it's just crazy. Oh, anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and
trying my best to use up my scrap pieces of vinyl. So this has just taken me so long to prepare. Let me just show you. I don't know if you can see, like I had to like work out where I'd stuck all the scrap pieces on to then like position everything in the right places. So that's doing that, because I have this big little basket here. It's just full of scrap pieces that have been cut off when I've finished, basically, and it's a waste, isn't it? So hopefully I've just used up every scrap piece of opal white that I had left, apart from a couple of tiny pieces that I couldn't really find use for. And this is my last roll of opal white, so I need to get some more. Hopefully it's in stock online. Yeah, I'm on the bar in half an hour, exactly 30 minutes time. I'm so hot and sweaty today. I've got this out, but I've had to turn it off to like come on camera because it's so loud. As if that's not loud enough anyway. Yeah. Hello, good morning. It's now Thursday. However, I'm wearing the same outfit I was wearing yesterday. Thought I would wear the same clothes. Still clean. Whilst I'm in the kitchen, thought I'd show you. We got these the other day in Home Bargains. We've been looking for them for ages and we saw them, so we got 2 packs. Yeah. And me and Becky are about to make pizza baguettes with a baguette and puree and cheese. Pretty straightforward. For lunch. And then, as it's Thursday, I shall be going into work soon to do all the laundry and the ironing and stuff. But I think I'll take you with me, because I'm going to make an effort this week with the vlog. So I'll take you with me. There shouldn't be anyone at home. No one's working from home today. The kids are in school, so I'll take you with me. I need a wig. Show you what I have to do on Thursday. Becky's going for a wig.
I'm going in there early.
How are you? How come?
To do admin at 1.
Oh, at 1? Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah. My arms are killing me. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you. I went open water swimming on Tuesday night. that was an experience. I actually quite enjoyed it. It's quite cool. I'll insert a picture for you now. Oh, Becky and Joe were laughing at me saying that I look like a shark because the swimming cap didn't quite fit my head, but you have to wear a swimming cap so that they can see you. Anyway, we're making lunch. We are, aren't we, dudes? We're making lunch. Yes! Toodles is like, hello. Pizza baguettes underway. Hey! Whilst I've got you, Becky.
What? What's it done now?
Keep meaning to talk on the vlog with Becky that we're going to uni. I have, like, I think I've mentioned, I don't know if I've mentioned it or if I haven't mentioned it. I've no idea, but we're going to uni. Well, we've kind of started already. We have started. Yeah. Some may say we're crazy. Some may say we're not. I don't know.
I think we'll just say crazy, considering the lack of time we actually have.
Yes. Anyway, we're doing a degree. What degree are we doing?
Childhood Studies.
Yes, it's the 3-year course. We're doing it under Sheffield Hallam University. However, it is done locally to us. Like, if we have to go to lectures, it's just at a local college. However, the actual degree will be issued with Sheffield Hallam University. Yeah, so little life update for you. Hello. Right, I'm at work now. What time is it? It is just gone 12:30, and yeah, I'm at work. So I'm just gonna go through to the utility room. So I put a load of washing on this morning, so that will need to come out of the washing machine and go in the dryer, and then I need to put another load of washing on. Yeah, so let's do that first, shall we? Can you hear how loud that tumble dryer is? So loud. That's not finished, by the way. There we go. Right, I need to change one of the girls' beds. I've put you literally on a shelf in a side-door wardrobe right now. So I've done, last week I did 2 of the other beds, and then I need to do this one today. So this is the only double bed. That's to change the other 2 a single. So I always do the singles together and then the double, and they alternate. So last week I did the 2 singles, this week it's the 1 double, then I'll go back to the singles next week. So that's what I'm doing now, if you want to watch me struggle changing a double bed on my own, basically. And it literally died as I went to pick it up, but I've just turned it back on to quickly say, right, I'm switched to my phone because I brought the camera, then rookie mistake, the battery was dying and I didn't change it before I came out. Anyway, I've changed this bed. Let me just point out though that
I would usually strip the whole bed and the bottom sheet and stuff, and change the bedding properly to fresh bedding. However, it went really cold, like winter weather, and in the last 2 weeks, and then it's now gone back really hot and sweaty and summery, and I had changed Grace's bedding, which this is Grace's room, by the way. I had changed Grace's bedding to like winter duvet with like a fleecy duvet cover and pillows, and she obviously was too hot, so her and Claire changed the bottom sheet the other day because she was so hot and sweaty. She changed the pillowcases, and then she swapped the duvet out with the duvet in the guest bedroom. So that's why she had like mishmash stuff on, because this is from the guest bedroom with the summer duvet. So basically all I needed to do was change the blue duvet to the Harry Potter duvet that matches the pillows, but I've kept the guest bedroom duvet on for her, the summer one, whilst it's still a bit warm. And then I need to go and take the fleecy, because here, this is the dirty pillowcases from the fleecy winter one. I need to go and take the fleecy duvet case off the winter duvet that's in the guest room and put this blue one back on. I think that's what I'm doing anyway. I don't know if I need to wash it, but I'm just going to put the blue one back on, and I'm going to wash the fleecy bedding. I think that's what my plan is. So confusing. So this is the guest bedroom. This used to be Beth's bedroom because she's the oldest, but she has swapped her bedroom, which was this bedroom, out with the other guest bedroom, so which is now her room, does that make sense, which is next door, which has its own ensuite. As she's got older, she's moved into the slightly bigger room, but that room used to always be used for an au pair, because they used to have an au pair before they had nannies. If you aren't sure what an au pair is basically the exact same thing as a nanny, but the au pair lives in the house with you. So yeah, they used to have an au pair, and that was the au pair's room. So she's now swapped rooms. I'll just quickly show you. So that's Beth's room, slightly bigger. She's got her own like bathroom, basically. Yes, this is the guest room. So that's the fleecy duvet. There's the cover that matches those pillows. So I just need to swap it out, basically. Yeah, let's do that. I won't be able to do a montage because I can't prop my phone up anywhere, sorry. Done. Right. So, right, now I need to go and put the washing machine on, because I need to add this bed in, which I've put in here, to the washing machine, because I put a few bits in, a couple of towels, but it was only like a handful of stuff. And I knew I was going to have some bedding to add, so let's go and put this in the washing machine. Okay, so the dryer has 30 minutes left, so now it's time for me to do some ironing. So hot and sweaty today. Right, so basically out on the landing, that is the kids' washing basket. So I am basically in charge of washing all the clothes that get put in that, and then this is the ironing pile basket. So in theory it should only ever be the kids' clothes that go in the washing basket, which it is, to be fair. It's always only ever the children's clothes that go in there. Then the ironing pile is always whatever I wash out of there, and then anything that needs ironing I then pile up in there ready for me to iron. But sometimes I do also get some of the parents' clothes to iron as well, but they don't ask me to do much. It's only like a few bits here and there that they haven't had a chance to iron, but it's something that needs ironing. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this ironing pile, and then hopefully when I finished it, it will have been 30 minutes and everything will work out well. That's what we're doing. So we're currently on nearly 1:05. I don't need to leave here until, gosh, I don't even know what time. All the pick up and drop off times have changed, so Joe doesn't come out of school now until, I don't know if it's 20 past or 25 past, so I probably don't need to leave here until like 10 to 3, maybe even 3 o'clock. Don't know, work it out. So anyway, let's get going.
finished and it is nearly 2:30, so yeah, all done. There's just some socks that need like pairing up and putting away, but I will ask the kids to do that when they get home from school. So I don't actually need to do the first pickup until 3:25, but parking situation in their school is pretty bad, so I need to kind of be parked up for about, I don't know, between 3:05 and 3:10, I'd say. So I've got like a good half an hour basically until I need to leave. So I'm just gonna go and chill downstairs and watch YouTube on my iPad. Yeah? No? I think we are,
Yes.
yeah. Hello! It's Friday, isn't it, Becky? Can't see Becky, but Becky's here. Yeah, it's Friday. It's 11:30, and we've had a bit of a morning. So I haven't said it on a vlog because I don't think it was mentioned on the vlog the week that it happened last.
No, you weren't vlogging.
I kind of briefly explained on Insta stories, not today, the other week when this problem happened. Basically, we've got a problem with our drains. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago now, over the weekend, our downstairs toilet was like blocked, and we just assumed, you know, plunge it and it'll be fine. And like Becky plunged it for like over an hour on the Friday evening 2 weeks ago. Wasn't working. And then anyway, it got fixed. A drainage company came out and said that the blockage wasn't in the toilet. It was a blockage that was like underground under the driveway, the actual main sewage pipe. And they came out and flushed it out, and it was all sorted. However, they did tell us that it was going to keep happening because there's a problem, like the pipe that's underground is broken. So because it's broken, the blockages were going to keep happening basically, and like this major work needs doing. So that was like 2 weeks ago, and then basically the last couple of days, the what's it called, the gutter in the garden has been like overflowing and not draining whenever we've had like the tap running or something in the kitchen, or like say the dishwasher's been on, like obviously the water that comes out of pipes into the gutter, and then the gutter's been overflowing. That's been the last 2 days, and the last week or so as well, our bath hasn't been, so our shower is within the bath, and when we've been showering, the water's just been filling up in the bath and taking ages to drain out. So we knew there was something wrong, and then basically last night Jo had a bath, and when she's let the water out of the bath, Becky was sat downstairs. I wasn't in because I was at a cricket club committee meeting, but she could hear this like glugging noise from downstairs. She had to pause the TV because it was this really loud like glug 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 type sort of noise. And basically the downstairs toilet like nearly overflowed because it like, the bath water like made the downstairs toilet like back up, and then they went out into the garden and the gutter had like exploded. Like, you know, you have a hole, don't you, in your gutter, and there's usually like a grid bit over it. It had obviously exploded that much that the actual, Jo told me this morning that the metal grid bit had flown across the garden, and there was sewage, like actual turds and toilet roll and stuff all over the driveway. And it absolutely stunk. And Becky and Jo literally shoveled shit into a carrier bag last night.
I shoveled shit.
Becky, yeah.
Jo was on hose duty.
Hose pipe.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so we basically couldn't use any water last night because any kind of waste water that went through any pipes, whether that be from the tap, whether that be from flushing the toilet, it was then coming up through the gutter and going all over the driveway. So we got the company out that came last time. Becky rang them last night and Jo spoke as well, and they came out this morning, and it's now all like the new blockage has now been fixed. So everything's all hunky-dory again. We can now use all the water. However, this big problem needs fixing. So yeah, so that is gonna, basically they're gonna have to dig up the driveway and fix the pipes, but that's not happening today. The main problem of that using the water has been solved basically, so that's all okay. But yeah, so that's been this morning. It's now 11:30 and me and Becky, I would say on our way to the Trafford Centre, but I'm about to drive into the car park, so we're at the Trafford Centre because we are going to Apple because we both basically need a laptop because we're going to do this uni course. We have an iMac in the office, which is, there's nothing wrong with it, it's perfectly fine. However, obviously it's a stationary computer, it has to stay on the desk in the office. I don't have a laptop anymore. I do have a laptop, I have a MacBook Pro, however it's 11 years old and it doesn't really work. It takes me about an hour to get it to turn on, and then it takes me like half an hour to open up any kind of program, like whether that be Microsoft Word or Excel or Premiere Pro, like it just takes ages. Is that who I think it is? He looks a lot like Matt, didn't he?
Yeah,
From afar. Sorry. Yeah, it just doesn't work basically. So I've had this laptop for the past 2 years just sat in a laptop carry bag, basically not doing anything because it's got a lot of data on it that I don't want to lose, but I can't physically use it.
We're this way,
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Becky does have a laptop as well. I bought her a laptop for Christmas a few years ago. It's a PC. That's now decided to like pack in. Like it does still work, but there's something wrong with like the colours.
Yeah,
Like the colours are all going like
weird.
the screen's gone weird. So, and we basically need a laptop because, you know, when we're in lectures, we can take our laptops with us if you have a laptop to make notes and stuff. And
Instead of handwriting.
Instead of handwriting, yeah. And it'd be easy to like, you know, if you're like watching TV or something downstairs, but like you want to do some work, then at the moment we don't have the facility to do that. So we've just decided we need to come and buy new laptops. Let's go there. So yeah, so I'm just going to park up. Concentration, guys.
That's annoying. One's just come out from up top.
Oh, that is annoying. Whew, there's not much space for getting out.
We'll
You're
go
next
up
to a
top if
Range
you want.
Rover. Oh, we'll just stay here. Yeah, so we're heading to Apple. So I'll put my mask on. We're going to go to Apple and get a laptop. Becky's going to get a MacBook Air.
I think I don't need anything more. If I got anything more, it'd just be out of greed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
However, I kind of want a MacBook Pro because I do YouTube. The amount of times I've gone, oh, I need to edit the vlog, but then I've got to go upstairs and sit on my own in the office, and there's just some times where I'd like to edit on the laptop downstairs, but I don't have a laptop. But to edit, if you want to edit stuff, MacBook Airs aren't powerful enough for editing. And I know I'm not doing major video production stuff, I'm only editing vlogs, but it doesn't matter how high quality a standard of your videography is. The video files are still big files. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm still making like hour-long videos weekly, so basically doesn't matter if it's your bog standard hour-long vlog every week or you're making a full feature-length film. It's still a lot of hard work on the computer. So a MacBook Air, I don't really think is going to be much use to me in terms of wanting to edit. So if I need to decide whether I'm just going to get a laptop to help me do my work, like doing essays and stuff, and I'll just get settled with a MacBook Air, or if I do want a laptop to also edit on, and then I kind of need a MacBook Pro, but then I don't know if I could afford one of them because they are a lot more money.
Well, we'll just go see options.
We'll go
then.
and see what the options are. Yeah. If I can't afford a MacBook Pro, it'll just have to be a MacBook Air, and I'm just going to have to suck it up and just go upstairs to edit. Anyway, let's go. And just like that, we have been, we're now leaving, and we both now own Macs. Well, we already owned Macs, but we now own laptops. So we just got the back to school
deal that they do every September. I think it changes slightly every year, but they basically do a back to school deal, don't they, every September. If you have proof that you are a student, then I think you either have to have like a uni acceptance letter, he just said, or a uni days account with the ID thing on it. And then basically you can get, the current offer the minute is you'll get 10% off the price of the computer, and you can also get a free pair of Apple AirPods, or which is you can either get the standard AirPods for free, or you can get the AirPod Pros, which are usually £250 to buy for £90 instead of £250 with the computer. So we both got the free AirPods, which we both already have AirPods, but you know, they're free, so we've got a free pair of AirPods each, so we'll probably gift them to somebody or something like that, I don't know. We weren't going to turn them down anyway. And then Becky got the MacBook Air in gold.
Yeah.
And I have got the MacBook Pro in space grey. Obviously there's lots of different specifications and versions of the Airs and the MacBook Pros that you can get. I basically we both got a 13-inch size laptop. Becky's just got your most
bog standard
MacBook Air, like the lowest graded level.
Oh, alright.
Well, no, I don't mean it. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I said to the guy, he was like, "What do you want to use it for?" And I said, "It's literally just going to be used for uni work, and that's it. Like, I've got an iPad. We have an iMac anyway upstairs. Yeah. So I don't need it for anything apart from uni work.
Yeah.
And if I got anything more advanced, then I'd probably distract myself from doing uni work.
Yeah. So yeah, Becky's got like the lowest level MacBook Air, which I think at full price is like £900.
No, a grand.
A grand, is it? £999 at full price. And then I got the lowest graded MacBook Pro, but I upgraded to a slightly bigger hard drive storage. So instead of getting the lowest 250GB, I got the 500GB version. But the actual insides of the computer is the lowest grade.
Well, you was going to go for...
Well, I was going to go for a higher grade. So basically the MacBook Pro, there's like 4 different ones in the 13-inch. Starts at, the first one's like 1299, then it's 1499, then 1799,
yeah,
and £2,000, I think.
Yeah.
So the first two, the 129 and the 1499, are basically the exact same computer, apart from the only difference is one is a 250GB storage and the other one's 500GB. Oh, and there was one in between them actually as well, which was slightly dearer, which I think was like 1.5, which was a terabyte storage. Still the same computer though.
Yeah.
And then there was one that was 1799 and one that was £2,000, and they were basically the same computer, but one was a 500GB, one was a terabyte, but they were an Intel Core processor. So I thought that I needed an Intel Core processor because for editing, and I explained to the guy what I wanted. So I was looking at the 500GB one, which was 1799, and the guy basically said to me, well, do you know what, actually the chip that's in the less expensive ones works just as well for editing. If anything, it actually has got a better capacity than the Intel processor, which I was quite surprised about. And he said, you know, most people are surprised about that because it's cheaper, so you would assume the more expensive the better it can like stand like the video editing.
Yeah, he said it was a lot faster.
But he said it's faster for video editing, this chip is, than the Intel. So I'm glad he said that, because he's basically saving me money. So I ended up going for the 1499 MacBook Pro. In 13-inch. So it's got like an A1 chip or something, isn't it? Yours has got the same chip.
Yeah.
Yours is the MacBook Air, I've got MacBook Pro. So basically they're not that much different between the two.
there's just a couple of technical things that are just slightly better on mine, but not by much.
Yeah, no,
Like
I mean,
nothing.
for what you
What I
need
want
it
it
for,
for.
it's great. And for what, basically, I couldn't really do much on mine apart from like browse the internet and do uni work.
Watch YouTube.
So I've not given myself that opportunity because I was debating the Pro, wasn't I?
He was.
But I've not given myself that opportunity to get distracted.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's what we've got. So obviously we've got the 10% discount. So Becky's computer was supposed to be £999 on its own, and after her getting the 10% discount, she got the free AirPods, and then she's had to buy the USB adapter thing so that you can obviously plug a hard drive into the computer, because, you know, Apple are robbing bastards these days, aren't they, and don't include ports anymore on laptops. You have to buy an add-on, which they know you're going to buy the add-on, because unless you like just use the laptop without plugging anything in, then you're going to have to buy it, aren't you? Anyway, so she had to get the adapter, she got the free AirPods, and she got the laptop, and it only cost you
£917.
£917. So even though she's had to buy the add-on adapter thing, it still was less than the laptop on its own at full price. So
Yeah,
that's
win.
good.
Absolute win.
So you've just got the standard USB adapter, haven't you, so that you can actually plug a USB port in?
Yeah, so it's a USB-C to a USB.
Yeah. And you can only plug in one USB at a time, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. I obviously got the laptop, so the laptop at full price was $1499, and then I got the free AirPods, and then I've also got an adapter, but I've got a different adapter because I've got like a multi-port one. So have you got 2 USB slots on it, or was it one?
Can't remember.
Anyway,
Well,
it's
there's
got
a
USB on it.
HDMI, a USB,
SD card slot and a micro SD
so it
card
must have
slot.
2 USBs because there's 5 ports on it.
Yes. And that was actually cheaper than the one that you've got, wasn't it?
What the?
The multi-port one.
No, mine was £19. Yours was £17.
Oh, was it 19?
Yeah.
We're at McDonald's, by the way. Of course we are. What, you having nuggets?
Yeah, but can I have like 20?
Yeah. With chips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them days.
One of them days. Yeah, so the adapter on its own was £70, like $69.99. But altogether for the computer, the adapter and the free AirPods, I paid £1,417 or £13.
Something like that.
So
really
again,
good though, like
much less than what the computer is on its own to buy at full price, and I got the adapter and free AirPods. So we both got a really good deal. Now I'm going to shut because I need to order McDonald's. So you're having 20 chicken nuggets, fries and a drink.
yeah.
Coke, no ice.
Yes, please.
Hi, just take your order.
Hi, could I get a 20 chicken nugget box? Yeah, McDonald's ordered. So yeah, still haven't like properly sat down and like properly explained like our whole life changes.
Yeah, I think
Like,
maybe
I feel
we
like
should do
we-
that at the end of this vlog.
Yeah, I feel like we need to sit down and like explain why our life has taken a turn in a university direction and stuff, and we've never mentioned that to you guys before. And I think we just need to explain some stuff.
Yeah, instead of
I
us
feel
just
like
going,
you guys will be watching this like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on? How come all of a sudden they're doing a uni course? Like, where's that come from? So yeah, I think at the end of this vlog, we'll probably, I don't know when we'll film it, but we will film it and it'll be put at the end of this vlog. A sit down
we
and
could do it tomorrow
explanation.
because we're not doing anything in the day.
Yes, we could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will explain what the hell is going on with our life.
Well, I mean, we're not sure ourselves really.
No, we're not, but we'll explain what's going on up to now. Oh wait, we need to pay, don't we? I'll just pay and we'll sort it and get in. Well, everyone's very cheery today. Right, now I need to get petrol, but
Could you get it before work, maybe?
yeah, I could do. I need to just leave earlier because that'd be more ideal because I have to drive past the petrol station to go and
just
pick
do that then.
the children up. I need to work out what time I need to leave now because
I used to pick Joe up. He used to come out at 3:10. So I used to have to leave the house between 2:30 and 2:40 because I have to. It's so difficult to park for his school. It's just ridiculous. And you've got to walk like 10 minutes before to get to the school because the parking's like nowhere near the school. But he now doesn't come out till 3:25. So I just need to work out what time I need to leave. Because I don't think I need to leave as early now as 2:40. I'll be way early.
Well, yeah, but you like.
But maybe today I should leave the same time I'm used to leaving to go and get petrol.
Yeah, and you can assess the situation regarding parking.
Yeah.
I felt like that sentence was very grown up.
Assess the situation regarding parking. Oh, gee. Oh, hello. Hello. Right, so I've got Becky. I'm sitting down. Actually, it's like sat down like we're doing like some like proper video.
I know, yeah.
I said to Becky, should we sit in front of the fireplace so they can see the autumnal display?
And we move the whole room around for
Just
for
to see this. Oh, so
I feel like we need more pumpkins. Anyway.
So, since we've been back from holiday, I think I've uploaded one vlog, which was like the most random mishmashy vlog, and yeah, you all know the rest of the summer we were both working a lot. Becky was in holiday club, I was in work all day because kids were off school. Anyway, so officially life should be back to normal now, and when I say back to normal, we'll just like briefly explain what our usual week looks like. So usually we would do like split shift Monday to Friday, apart from Wednesday I have the day off, but we basically like Becky would do breakfast club 7:30 till 9. I would be at work 7:30 till 9, as in, you know, like taking the kids to school. Then we'd all be back at home in the day, and then around 2:30ish we'd all start disappearing again. Same with Joe, to go and do like the after school run and stuff. Yeah. And that's pretty much every day for us, apart from Wednesday when I'm off.
Thursdays, me and you have longer days in.
Yeah, Thursday usually I'm in work a bit longer, like I go in around lunchtime. Becky's the same. Becky goes into work and does admin, I go in and do the laundry, and then like that's like our usual week. And then obviously, you know, we do the bar as well, so like the weekends we tend to like do the bar at some point. Sometimes it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes it's just like Saturday, like today's just tonight's shift. Today's Saturday, by the way. So yeah, that's like our usual thing. And obviously I set up Main Street Maker because I'm at home that big chunk of the day in the weekday. And yeah, our things have changed basically. So let's go back, should we, maybe
to this time last year, maybe.
Yeah, around this time.
It's been a long process. Well,
Yeah.
I say a long process, it hasn't been. We've taken our time deciding on what to do.
Yes.
So literally this time last year, we like sat, you know, everyone like did it. They sat down over COVID, were like, what do I want to do with my life?
The first lockdown.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, let's go back to the first lockdown.
Yeah, what do we want to do with our lives? We closed our videography business. We both decided we wanted to do childcare, like full time. And that was the career that we now wanted to go down. But to get anywhere in childcare, you have to have a lot of qualifications. And we have a lot of qualifications for that. However, like, I wanted to be a manager, so I had to do some extra stuff because obviously I got to be more qualified than everyone else. So I had to do more stuff to become a manager, which I ended up getting. But then we just weren't really satisfied.
Yeah, so basically, if you want to be like any kind of management role in childcare, you need to have like a minimum of like a level 3 childcare course or above.
Which is not a lot, really.
No, like a level 3 college course, basically. So
me and Becky have a level 3 college course, but not in childcare, in television and film production. And then when we first started in the childcare sector, the company that we first worked for paid for us to do a college course, but it was only a level 2. So level 2 is basically sufficient if you want to just be like a childcare assistant, so like a play worker, which is what we was, which a play worker is someone who works in like a wraparound care with children that are like primary school age, but they're not little, they're not nursery age. Yeah, or you want to kind of, you want to work with like primary school kids, but not in a managerial role, then level 2 is sufficient basically.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's other things that you have to do to go with it.
Yeah.
You can't just get a level 2 and
that's
like,
it. Yeah, you've got to have a DBS, you've got to do level 1 safeguarding, you've got to be fully paediatric first aid trained, you've got to do any additional first aid training if there's any children under your care that have specific needs. Like for example, the first place that we worked at, there was a child who had very severe epilepsy, so we had to have specific epilepsy training and training on how to administer her medicine and stuff like that. And so there is a lot of training involved in childcare, but if you want to climb the ladder and end up in like a managerial role, you basically need like a level 3 or above, or basically like a degree, if you want to like really open your options up. And I have always been a very big I don't want to say anti-uni person. I'm not an anti-uni person, am I? But
no, but you're very much, if you don't need it, don't go.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Kind of thing. Don't just go for the sake of it.
Yeah, I'm a very big. I think people are silly that go to university and get themselves in a huge ton of debt for going to university, just to do a course that they don't really care about, just because they want their like party lifestyle and going out and getting drunk every weekend, but they actually don't have a clue what they're going to do with that piece of paper at the end of the 3 years. And a lot of the time people don't use it, they didn't need it for the career that they end up going into. And I've just I'm very like, only go to uni if there's a very clear reason to go, because it's a lot of money, it's not free. And even though it's kind of semi-free in the moment, because as long as everything gets approved with your student finance, you don't actually physically lay out any money there and then. But over time, you will pay it back.
You've got to pay it back.
You know, it is only a loan, it's not a grant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have always been very like anti-university, in a way. I've always said, like, you know, absolutely go to university if you want to do a career where you need to go to university, like childcare, like medicine, you know, things like that. And this is by no means me saying I don't think you should go to university, by the way. Like, you do you. Like, if you want to go but you're not quite sure what you're doing, I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying for me, I've always been like, no, you should only go if there's a clear reason to. Yeah, so we spent a long time looking for a college, basically, didn't we, that does level 3 childcare.
Yeah, and we basically found that there was none, basically.
Yeah, so when we was in college, when we did the television and film course, there was a course at our college that we went to called level 3 childcare. I have friends that did it. Jo did it when she went to college.
Yeah, she did.
Jo has that qualification. I've got other friends from like our school year who did that qualification, and basically they've now got rid of it and replaced it with something called level 3 early years. Now, if you don't know what the terminology is for childcare, early years is basically
0 to 5.
Yeah, from baby until like the end of reception,
yeah.
And then that's it. So you only learn about the child development and the needs of a child between the age of a newborn baby and 5 years old.
Which is great if you want to be like a nursery practitioner.
Yeah,
but
if you want to work in a nursery, that's brilliant.
EYFS, not for me.
We don't want to work in a nursery. You know, we might end up in a role that might have nursery children there, but it wouldn't be a predominant nursery-based setting. It would be a primary school age setting that also accommodates for nursery children if they were to be on site.
Yeah, well, it's like mine, isn't it?
Yeah. So Anyway, and we were like, no, I don't want to just learn about EYFS children because I want to learn about up to at least like 12 years old sort of situation, like end of primary school age. So yeah, we've been looking for like, I'm not even joking, about 2 years now, well, since the first lockdown, for a course. Couldn't find one, and then not long after the schools went back this time last year, we started to look into university courses instead of doing a level 3
Yeah,
course.
well, basically, what happened is my work turned around to me and said that they paid for me to do a course because they knew I wanted to do it, but I had to find one. Obviously, like, we couldn't find one, but we needed to be able to still work, because obviously, like, we've still got bills to pay.
Yeah,
obviously, we wasn't
work.
in this house then, but we still have our own personal bills.
Yeah.
That still have to be paid. So we had to find something that was like a working degree.
Yeah.
Which is harder than you think.
It's not easy to find.
It's not easy to find.
And we looked at the options of doing like open university.
Yeah.
But then a 3-year course turns into like practically a 6-year course, and like, you know, we're not old, but we're not young either. Like, we're both 26. I'm going to be 27 in,
oh my god,
how, like 4 months?
4 months.
Becky will be 27 in 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, 6 months.
You know, so at the end of a university course, a standard 3-year course, we'll be turning 30 at the end of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like time isn't on our side, and I feel like people would be like, don't be stupid, you're still really young. And I know we are, but like, I just feel like we're not 18.
Yeah, we're not like the typical student, shall we say. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I was in work one day, and I was speaking to one of my colleagues. She's a mentor for like people who come in to do like PGCEs and stuff. And I was chatting to her, and she was asking, oh, have you found a course, blah blah blah. And I was saying like, no, can't find anything. And she was like, leave it with me, I'm gonna find you something. Literally the next day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She came back, she gave me a list of courses, and she was like, right, these are what you can do. These are what you can work alongside with the degrees, like a working degree.
Yeah.
Have a look at them. But there was only one that was not EYFS based, so it wasn't early years based.
Like solely early
early years. Which is the one we're doing.
Yeah.
Literally.
So that got proposed probably around Christmas last year, just after Christmas, maybe the start of January.
Yeah.
To Becky, and she was like, oh, what do you think of this? I also want to do, obviously I'm no longer working in a school, so I technically can't climb up any ladders working as a nanny, but the family that I work for, they're not going to need me forever. You know, the kids aren't little. I mean, one of them's about to turn, one of them's 14, one of them's 12. However, the 12-year-old's about to be 13 in 2 weeks' time. And the youngest is 8, but he's going to be 9 before Christmas. So we're basically looking at 9, 13 and 15, because Beth's going to be 15 in February. They're not going to need me forever.
Yeah.
So I need a plan for after. So I was like, do you know what, I think I'm going to do it as well, basically. Yeah. So we applied for this university course
back in January.
And of this year.
We got the place.
We got approved straight away because it goes off the UCAS points that we gained back when we was 19, 18. 18. When we did our television and film production course. We both got the same grade. We both got 2 A's.
I got 5 points more than.
We both got 2 A's and a B. So they straight away were like, yeah, that's fine, you've been approved. And we had like experience, because you were supposed to really have level 3 in childcare, but because we had a level 3 in a different subject and experience and a level 2 in childcare, we got accepted straight away. But then we thought the degree was only going to be 1 day, like on site, like doing lectures. We was told originally
it was going to be 1 day.
It was only 1 day, and then you still got 4 days of your week, of your, you know, your weekday weeks to go about your business working. And I'd already spoken to Claire at work, and she'd said, it's not a problem, you know, I already have Wednesday off, and if the one day isn't Wednesday, then we can sort it out, like, don't worry about it. And your worker said, like, you'll definitely can have one day off a week, haven't they? Like, they did say that.
Yeah, they said I can have one day off a week.
To go to uni, basically.
To go to university, but I couldn't have any more than that because they it's weird, they classed it as paid training.
Yeah.
So basically I was still going to get paid for that one day.
Yeah.
But then we found out that it was 2 days.
Yeah, so we got accepted onto the course, and then the lady who runs the course was like, brilliant, so it's 2 days a week, but we'll be in contact with you closer to September about like enrolling and stuff. And so I replied like 2 days, I thought it was 1 day a week, and they were like, no, it's definitely 2.
They changed it, haven't they?
Yeah,
they changed it for this year.
Yeah, this was obviously back in January. Yeah, they were like, it's now 2 days. We feel like 1 day isn't long enough for the course, for like learning time and stuff. So I was like, right, well, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it then, because we can't quit our jobs, and our jobs have only authorised us to have 1 day off a week. So, and the reply I got, literally, the woman literally said to me, hi Emma, well, I suggest you get a different job if you want to do this course. Thanks, Nicola. She's called Nicola. So I was literally like, right, okay then. So I kind of like, at that point I was like, whatever, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
like, this woman's just been arsey with me on an email, like, sort of situation.
Yeah, and then I obviously spoke to my work, and my work said that if I was to have 2 days off, then both of them would be unpaid, which means I lose 2 days pay a week, which is obviously not ideal. So at this point, it's end of January, and we've literally just written off this course that we've already been accepted on.
Yeah. So then, between January and now, every now and again, we keep getting emails off this university, like, can you accept that, because you have to, basically they said that we'd been accepted onto the course, but then we had to accept that we wanted to join the course. And they've been asking us to do this since January, right? You'd think they would have given up by now. They've literally sent us an email probably once a month since January, like, hi, you've still not accepted your place. And I think there was always still a little part of both of us that was like, oh, well, I still might do it. So we just ignored every email, which is really bad of us, I know. But yeah, we ignored literally every single email that was like, are you going to come? Are you going to accept your place? Didn't reply to any of them. And then we got back off holiday in August. This has literally happened in the last like 3 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, literally
2-3 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, yes. So, do you want to explain what changed your mind?
Yeah, so I was chatting to my therapist, and she was like, what is it you want to do? And I'm like, do you know what? I don't know anymore. I don't know what it is I want to do. Like, I've started to not enjoy my job. I don't find it fun. I still want to work with children, but not in the capacity that I am now. I kind of want to, I've always wanted to be like a manager of a breakfast and after school club. Really weird career, like, but that's what I always wanted to do. And I got that, and then I was like, oh, well, what now? Kind of thing. It's just, I decided that it wasn't for me. I still wanted to do it, work with children, but not in the capacity that I was. So I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't enjoy my job. I literally dread going into work.
I do think though that you're getting the managerial role and you're realising that you actually don't like it isn't necessarily that you don't like the role, it's probably more the setting, but that's another story.
That's another story.
But yeah, I don't necessarily think that it's you don't like the role, although I think you think at the minute that you don't like the role.
No, it's that was always an aspiration of mine, but then once you've got it, it was like, oh, well, is this it? This is what I was hoping for like the past year, and then I've got it, and it's not much to it.
But you are only deputy, so there's not much that you can do, because you can't be the full manager because you don't have the qualification.
Yeah.
So you still have to work under somebody. You're still not the main one in charge because you physically can't until you have the qualification.
Yeah.
Basically for Ofsted reasons, basically.
Yeah, but
basically, long story short, my manager is leaving. He's currently in the middle of a degree, and he's going to be a teacher, so he's leaving. So basically his manager's job was up for grabs, and me as assistant manager basically kind of had like first dibs on it, and I was like, I don't want it, like just don't want it, don't really feel like this is for me anymore. Anyway, so I was talking to my therapist about it, and she was like, well, what are your other options, like what can you do? And I was like, do you know what, I don't know what it is I want to do. And I'd literally, as I was sat there, I got a text off the university saying, can you accept your place or decline it? And she was like, oh, what's that? And I was like, oh, I was telling her about the whole university thing. And she was like, well, why don't you do that? Kind of thing. You don't know what you want to do, so why not go for it? I came home and spoke to you about it, didn't I?
She basically said to you, don't worry about how much money you're going to lose from dropping days. Don't worry about work not being okay with it, or they might be great with it, they might not be okay with it, but don't worry about people's reactions.
Yeah.
Do it because that's what's right for you right now.
Yeah.
And in the long run, it's going to help you.
Yeah.
And she also said, you know, start it. If you don't like it,
no
one's going to be mad at you for dropping out. It's your own personal decision to drop out.
Yeah, but you don't know unless you try.
Exactly.
Kind of situation. So I came home and spoke to you about it, and then we went out for lunch to Pizza Hut.
We went to Pizza Hut buffet for the
to...
first time in forever.
Yeah, we went to Pizza Hut buffet, and I was literally sat there, and well, we basically had like a working lunch, like we took our iPads and stuff, didn't we? And I literally sat there, and without even thinking really about it, just sat there tucking into my pizza. I'd applied for student finance.
You just kind of accepted it and just...
I just kind of...
did it, didn't you?
I just did it.
You just like, do you know what? Yeah, she's right. I'm just going to do it. And you just emailed them and said, yes, I want to do the course. And then you went and applied for student finance whilst you're eating pizza in Pizza Hut.
Yeah. So that was kind of how it all happened.
That's
really,
how it all happened. And then I was like, well, if you're going to do it... And I kind of took the advice of what Becky's therapist has said to her and took it on board to me. And I thought, do you know what? She's right. That this is going to help me in the long run, and if my work aren't okay with it, if understandably they might not be because they need a nanny every day of the week and I'm now not going to be available for 2 days, I thought, you know what, if it means that they are going to have to say, we're going to have to let you go and we need to find a different nanny, then fair enough, I'll just have to find a different job, because I think this is what is the right decision to make. So I accepted the course as well.
Yeah.
Basically. So our jobs, let me just explain to you about the jobs. So,
yes, because it is a working degree.
So it is 2 days in university, and that's a Monday and a Tuesday. So we will now spend all day, Monday and Tuesday, at uni. Which sounds so weird.
Really weird.
I think it's even weirder when we've had our first day, haven't we?
Yeah, this week.
That was on Monday this week, and it was a bit weird walking around because most people are like children.
16, literally.
We're not. Although what is good though is that in our actual course there is 15 people on our course, and we're the youngest. So that's really nice. Everyone else is older. So, because I was a bit worried about us just being in a room full of 18-year-olds, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can cope with TikTok obsessed 18-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, I just...
Yeah.
But
and also, I think we're based at a college.
1 minute, let me just stop and re-record because this video is about to cut off. Sorry, go on.
We're based in a college, but they have a university centre which is run by Sheffield Hallam.
Yeah, but we're not going to Sheffield.
But we're not going to Sheffield, but our course is run through Sheffield.
Yeah.
So we're basically, instead of going to Sheffield, we're just going I'd say somewhere a bit more local than Sheffield.
To a local college.
Yeah, to a point.
To do the course.
But they have a university centre.
I think we'll have to go to Sheffield to graduate though. I think.
I'm not throwing my hat.
I think, but that's a long way off. Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone in that building is 18 and over.
Yeah.
So going back to your whole like 16-year-old TikTok obsessed, we don't really.
Yeah,
we won't really get
that worry has now thingy. But anyway, how have your work been about you doing it initially?
Actually okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean is that right?
I don't know if you had a different opinion.
No.
No, my work have actually been okay with it. I didn't really speak to them about it. I just kind of did it.
Yeah.
So we worked out a bit of a plan. I was going to do breakfast club Monday and Tuesday
Before uni,
and then have like the afternoons off, so I wasn't doing after school club. But basically with the timings of the kids going in class, because my school are still staggered, most of them don't go in until after 9 o'clock, and I need to be somewhere. I need to be at uni for 9:30, and it's a
half an
hour drive from here. So if I'm not leaving until like 9:15, there's absolutely no chance I can get there on time. So basically, I've completely dropped Monday and Tuesday from work, so I have them full days off, and my student finance is gonna fund the Mondays and Tuesdays.
The money that you've lost.
The money that I've lost is gonna.
Yeah, because we've both been approved for a maintenance loan as well as the loan to cover the cost of the course. So we realised, we kind of forgot that you can get the maintenance loan. So we've now realised that with the money that we will get from the maintenance loan, even if we do lose some money from dropping days at work,
Yeah.
it will then be
Counterbalance, yeah.
It'll be replaced with the loan. Yeah, so your work has been fine.
My work has
You've
been.
dropped Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
You now work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
That's it.
So uni Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in school.
And the bar at the weekend.
The bar of the weekend, so it's still all go.
It's still all go. So my schedule. So
Bit more complicated.
a little bit more complicated. So now, so we have to be in uni between 9:30 and 4:30, which is not ideal. However, so I've been a bit like blunt with the uni. I've been a little bit like, look, I can't lose my job. I need the job, but I want to do this course. So I basically said, my work needs to help me out and give me a bit of leeway, but you also need to help me out and give me a bit of leeway, so then I can meet in the middle. I've been a little bit like that, haven't I?
Yeah.
Because the woman who runs the course was very much like, no, you have to be here 9:30 till 4:30. You can't be late. You can't blah blah blah.
Can't leave early,
and I was
blah,
just
blah,
like,
blah. It's not gonna
you
work.
can't be that strict. Like, I'm not 16. I'm 26. I have a job. I have a house that I have to pay for. Like, that if I'm going to be on this course, you need to give me a bit of support.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So anyway, I spoke to work. I spoke to them. So the woman who runs the course kind of was a bit like, oh, okay, I get you. So plus another factor to add to it, when we park up in the morning, there is no parking on site for students, and the closest place to park at not an extortionate cost is a solid 15-minute walk away from the college campus. So even if I was to arrive in the car like 5 minutes on time, I'll still be late after having to walk 15 minutes from the car to the classroom. So yeah, I said to the woman, I was like, look, I'm always going to be late on a Monday and Tuesday because I'm still going to take the kids to school on a Monday and Tuesday. I can get back in the car at 10 to 9 and start and be on the road basically. I'll definitely be on the road by 5 to 9 every Monday and Tuesday. So I've got 35 minutes to get there. But then because of this whole parking situation, I was like, I'm going to guarantee you I'm going to be late every morning. So she's kind of said, right, that's fine. Now she's kind of just like,
because it's the
as
whole,
long as
it's the
as long as
parking
you get
situation. It's not that.
yeah, it's more the parking situation,
Yeah.
which is the college's fault, not mine. And then she's also said to me, so we're supposed to be there till 4:30 Monday and Tuesday, but on the Monday the lessons actually finish at 2:30, and then 2:30 till 4:30 is just library time, which is just basically you using the college's library and computers to crack on with your work basically, but still in the college environment.
Yeah.
So she was just like, do you know what, if you need to disappear early on any of the days, I suppose it could be the Monday you can miss the library time, because it's not something that you can't do at home.
Yeah.
At another time and catch up. So basically I'm still gonna do my nanny job Monday morning and Monday afternoon. I'm gonna leave uni at 2:30 every Monday to go and pick the kids up and do my afternoon shift at work, and then Tuesday I'm gonna drop the kids off in the morning, then go to uni, and then I'm going to stay at uni, and Claire is going to use her mum, so the kids' grandma is going to pick them up on a Tuesday instead of me. And then I'm still off on a Wednesday, and then I'm working like normal Thursday, Friday. So Thursday I'll still do my longer day and do the laundry and stuff. So yeah, so now the week has changed quite a lot. So in terms of these vlogs, I mean, in terms of filming, it won't affect it because I never filmed on a Monday and Tuesday anyway.
Yeah.
But the upload day, I'm going to try and keep it as 5 o'clock on a Monday. But my old routine was that I would get home from work on a Monday morning, and then I would spend that in between chunk editing, exporting and uploading to YouTube, which now I can no longer do that because I'm at uni. So I'm going to try my best to keep Sundays free. I'm going to try and not really work on the bar on a Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we should. I hate working Sundays.
Unless we absolutely need to, because there's no one else on the odd occasion. But
yeah,
regularly, I think I'm going to try and not work on a Sunday and keep Sundays for me editing this vlog and getting it uploaded ready for Monday to go live at 5, and doing uni work basically. So yeah, so I just wanted us to sit down and explain all that to you, because I feel like you're like, what is going on with these two? Like,
we've had quite a few
what's
messages
going on?
like, you guys alright?
Yeah,
Well, like,
some people have been like, are you okay? You've not really been uploading, you haven't really been filming.
Like, we're just busy.
Yeah.
So
That's
now
all I'm
you
able
know.
to say to people. So yeah, so that's what's happening with our lives. So we're now doing a uni course for 3 years. I'm still working. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. We might not stick at it. Hopefully we do though.
Hopefully we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting times.
Exciting times. There's
Weird
lots of other
times,
stuff.
isn't it?
And in terms of Main Street Maker, I have no plans to close it. I still want to try and do it at the same time. I mean, if it gets to maybe October, and I think if it gets to like after Halloween's finished and I think I can't do it, then I'll have to close it. But ideally I don't want to do that because I like doing it.
Oh yeah, I don't want you to close it.
I just need to rethink how it's going to work, because what I was doing was I was making maybe one design of everything to take a picture of and stuff, uploaded it to Etsy, and then I would just make the orders as the orders came through. And I definitely will not have the time to make the orders as the orders come through anymore. No. And I don't want to be someone who has like a 6-week turnaround time. I don't want to be that person. I want to be someone who you place your order and maximum a week and a half, latest 2 weeks, you will get your cup from me. So I'm now going to do it as I'm going to pre-make so many of each design, and I will upload that, for example, there is 10 available of that cup. Once those 10 have been sold, it'll be sold out until I have remade more stock, basically. Then there's no pressure on me to make cups. When I need to remake a design, it's not because there is an actual order waiting for me to make it, it's just the Etsy store waiting for me to remake it. Does that make sense? So yeah, update complete basically. I apologise that we have literally just waffled at you for a whole 30 minutes.
Really?
So I'm gonna end the vlog here, I think.
We said about the paint.
No, we're going to paint this
No
room,
paint
by the
the
way.
room.
We're going to paint it grey. Well, we're not. My mother is going to paint.
Mother!
this room grey. We have the paint. And we bought new sofas.
Yeah. Have you told them about
I
sofas?
can't remember. I think I have. Yeah, we've bought
DFS
sofas
sale.
from DFS. They are
So, right, can I just say how expensive sofas are?
But we got a good deal.
We got a good deal, but we spent best part of £1.5 grand on bloody sofa. Like, they are extortionate. That's not okay. You shouldn't have to pay that much to be comfy.
Yeah, but hopefully now we've got the sofas. Well, we've not got them.
So
yet,
the
but
plan is,
we've got them.
for Jen, she's offered. We've not just been like, Jenny, you're doing it. She's offered to paint before the sofas come, and the sofas should be coming in within the next like 2 weeks.
So hopefully this week she will paint. Anyway, we need to properly sort it with her. Anyway, let's
go.
So come back.
I'm putting the paint back.
So thank you very much for watching. I apologise for the lack of content over the last few weeks, but I hope now we've set the record straight and you understand what's been going on
And how tired
and
we
filled
are.
in. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next week with a new midweek vlog.
Midweek vlog.
Bye!